It's Georgia
and Lara
from Girls in the Paddock, and we are here today to give you a rundown of the Australian GP that is coming up on the 21st of March this year. It's getting very close, very exciting, and today we've decided to go for a quick little walkabout at Albert Park and see what we can show you guys, which has been set up so far. Not a whole lot has been done, but we're slowly getting there.
Slowly but surely. I think there's about 3 grandstands that have been put up.
Yeah, they've got like...
I think Banjo, which we're sitting practically directly
We're actually sitting
from.
Under where they do the podium.
Yeah, we are.
It's shady. There's no one here. It's nice. So we're sitting under that at the
here
moment,
until
which is
someone tells us to get
exciting. Feels like I'm here with Max. Max feels like I'm here with him in the spirit.
Yeah.
I can feel him floating above me.
He's right there.
Yeah. You already know.
And not Charles.
No, thank you. That reminds me. But let's dig into it. So today we are going to give you our little tips, ideas, tricks, all that for the Aus GP and how to prep, how to get ready for it. It's a big 4 days.
It's a big 4 days.
A lot going on to get done. It's very draining. So here's kind of how I guess we've gotten through it, run you through the days.
Yeah. So I did 4 days of GA last year, which is very intense. You know, you have to get here pretty early to secure yourself a good spot. My advice is bring snacks because food is expensive.
Yes, snacks and water and everything.
And bring a drink bottle. I do believe that they have to be clear.
Yeah, I think they've got to be plastic bottles, I believe.
Possibly unopened as well.
Yeah.
But that's not super hard. Buy one at the supermarket on your way in. And there are heaps of drink taps around to refill your water bottle from. Find some shade if it's warm. Bring a hat.
Definitely hat, sunscreen, all those kind of summer essentials. Even though it's even cooler in March.
Think it's going to be cold, bring a hat, bring a jumper, bring your essentials because you don't want to be lost. And
I can confirm I got sunburnt last year on my head from not having a hat on. So I can confirm that even though it's probably not feeling overly warm, because you are standing outside in the sun all day, sunscreen is an essential, water is an essential. All those kind of like, you know, nifty things you need to survive in those kind of conditions.
Make sure if you do GA, find yourself a spot, plant yourself. If you are alone and are comfortable leaving your backpack, that is a suggestion that I would tell you to do. Elsewise, bring like a blanket or a towel, put something down kind of to reserve your space. So that way you can get up and go to the bathroom and you can come back. Make friends with the people around you.
Yeah, definitely. Use it as an opportunity to socialise. You know, you can meet so many people here. I met a lot of people in my grandstands talking around and even at the fan forums and stuff, which we will dive into. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely have that opportunity to, you know, socialise. You know, you got heaps of people, like not just from Melbourne here. It's a big event.
Yeah, people from everywhere come to see the Aus GP. So make some friends. Have some fun. Try and make the most of it.
Definitely, yeah.
What else?
I guess really kind of rundown of what to expect on Thursday. Thursday is really popular for the Melbourne Walk. So the Melbourne Walk is an opportunity to meet the drivers, see them being interviewed here, and they walk through, and that's how they actually get to the paddock for them. So it's like their way through, and you'll see a lot of team members and everything walking through there. But it's one of probably the most popular things on the Thursdays. Yeah, we have MCs who try to hype you up for who's coming through, overly hype never quite right, and they don't really nail who's actually walking through. You've got like music playing, and then you get to see the drivers up close, which is such an experience, and a lot of them love to stop and do pictures and signatures and say a quick hi, and you can see them over the weekend in the same area, but Thursday is like typically like they're known for doing it, and a lot of the F2 and F3 drivers are there as well. So take that opportunity on the Thursday, but you definitely want to be here early is the only thing. It's such a growing sport and it's so popular, and you're doing a bit of running, so make sure you know how to run. Have your asthma pump. Have your water and asthma pump ready to go. It's a bit of a sprint.
Wear good shoes.
Yes, definitely.
Don't wear your nice shoes. Don't wear your heels.
Yeah, it's definitely
put your running
gets
shoes
muddy.
on.
So be prepped for things like that.
But if you're not at gate 1, you're gonna have a hike. Unfortunately, I think I came in at gate 8.
Yeah, I came in at a lot of the back gates because I was GA, so it was painful.
We had to come in some of the back gates, and it's very difficult because you have to actually run across the water.
Yeah, so there's like a bridge here that they put across, and you go through.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're just Jesus. We just pop a glass of wine while we're at it too.
Yeah.
And there's lots of like bridges and stairs as it is getting across to like the other side as well. In general, it's you'll be getting your steps up. Definitely be getting your steps up.
You certainly will.
Think of it in that sense. It's a good exercise, but it's one of those things. Yeah, very competitive because everyone wants to do it. Everyone's keen to meet the drivers, so it can get a bit rough and aggressive. So be careful. Look out for yourself and look out for those around you.
Yeah,
but
and
yeah,
so
definitely take the opportunity if you can.
There's no F1s on the Thursday.
What?
There's no F1 on the Thursday.
Oh, I thought you meant like on the Melbourne Walk still.
No.
I was like, we're still talking
in terms
about,
of racing, you can see the supercars, which is super awesome, and you are actually allowed to go into any grandstand on a Thursday.
So take that opportunity to even kind of just scope out different views, and where if you are in GA, scope out where would be a good spot to stand from, like that kind of perspective. It is a good opportunity to suss out the track really and have the day to kind of get your bearings, figure out stops, meeting points, all that kind of stuff, because it's a massive track and you know there's a good few meeting points, so definitely use Thursday as that kind of thing, as like a really getting to understand the area, understanding the track, and understanding where you want to be on the day.
Yeah, really take advantage of it.
Definitely.
Find yourself a seat. A lot of people choose not to come on Thursday or choose not to sit, so their grandstand seats are generally pretty empty, and if you do 4 days of standing, you're going to
be drained. And there's a lot of other little activities that are on throughout all 4 days, but Thursday, again, with it being a quieter day, and if you're not overly interested in watching the supercars, there is other things to do. They have like little pit stop challenges you can go do and things like that.
There's racing sim.
Yeah, so there's still quite a bit you can go do, go see all that, have some fun. There tends to be interviews on with like F3, F2 drivers as well, and sometimes with the team members, and just like they do those at the fan forums too. But yeah, Thursday is definitely more of like a chill day, kind of do your running in the morning, see if you are lucky enough to be up at the Melbourne Walk. It's even an experience to watch it from up on the stands that are around there that you can stand up on, and just to see them come in, it's still very exciting, gets you really hyped for the weekend. Take that opportunity. But yeah, take the opportunity to go around the track, suss it out, go do those activities. Definitely, I think that's probably what Thursday is really for.
Thursday is really kind of key to get your bearings.
Definitely,
figure out your weekend plan, and really just have fun.
Oh, definitely.
That's the biggest thing overall. Like, yeah, it can be a little bit stressful, kind of exhausting, but just have fun. I don't know about you, but I literally cried the first time I saw the cars on the track. At my first race, I genuinely started crying.
I can't say I cried. I was very excited, but
because I was just like,
sorry, team.
So excited. I cry a lot though. So
yeah, I was gonna say so that makes sense.
So
it's
pretty normal.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, just enjoy yourself. Have fun. Enjoy yourself.
Mentally prep for the chaos.
Don't let other people decide. Also, like there is so much to do. Even if you're with your friends, find a place to meet back in an hour and do what you want.
Definitely, yeah.
And if they don't do what you want, then fuck them.
Oh my god. It's not the advice we're here giving.
I'll cut this out, don't worry.
And then we move on to Friday. So Friday is you have your Melbourne Walk. A lot of the drivers, you can still have the opportunity to meet them again. It's a bit more busier on a Friday with the Melbourne Walk, and the more amount of people that have come in, it does get a lot more chaotic. But you also have your fan forum. So your fan forums usually start at around 11 a.m. and pretty much go all day, and you have the opportunity to meet the drivers, see the drivers being interviewed. They take questions from the crowd. And they really interact with everyone, engage with the crowd, which is a really fun experience. We'll upload some little clips from last year as example. I was quite close up for the 2 days at the fan forum, so I've got some awesome videos.
Our advice for that is decide whether you want to go to the fan forum or the Melbourne Walk when you get here in the morning, because you can do both, but realistically, if you do want to go to the fan forum and see someone that's on like a driver, like you want to see Charles, you want to see Max, or you want to see a team principal like Fred Vasseur or something like that, you're going to be best off heading straight to the fan forum.
Definitely, and lining up there.
Because everyone else is going to have the same idea.
And it does get very, very busy, the fan forum, very fast. I would recommend getting there about half an hour prior, just sitting down, enjoying yourself, and then you'll know when things are happening because everyone stands up, everyone starts moving, things start happening.
Yeah, and just be careful.
Yeah.
Don't let anyone shove you.
It can get, again,
because people can get aggressive.
One of those things, just being careful, looking out for yourself, looking out for each other. But it's definitely something to do. And if not, and you make it up around the back, it is still amazing to watch. You still get to see the drivers being interviewed, and they do have screens there showing that. And they do actually have those same screens showing the Melbourne Walk if you are waiting at the fan forum, if that's something you prefer to do instead. So that's kind of Friday for you. You still have supercars on. I believe that's when we start to get practice for F2 and F3, or qualifying for no, that's not right. Practice begins. Yeah, for everyone, really.
For everyone.
Yeah,
as you can tell, it's been too long without F1. Our brains are a little bit jumbled.
Yeah, no, Friday, a lot of practice.
So much happens. And then we move to Saturday. Saturday is a very exciting day.
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday, they're your two big days. Like your big, get ready, have food, have water, bring all that. And I would definitely recommend buying your merchandise online prior to the event. It is a whole lot cheaper, obviously, at any sort of event. Prices do go up. That's just the way it works. But I definitely recommend going online, getting ready, having your merch ready to go, rather than buying it here, because you will end up spending hundreds and hundreds when you could be spending way less.
There's also a place called City Sports and F1, which they do sell a lot of F1 merch as well throughout the year and during the GP. I will say during the GP they are probably similarly priced to what the cost is at the track.
Yeah.
But if you go beforehand, then you can find some pretty good stuff. They've got
definitely
a huge selection of hats, of t-shirts and stuff like that.
Even the F1 store online, they tend to always have sales going on, 10%, 20%, 30% off sales on merchandise, especially for last year now. So I would recommend sussing that out, getting a bit of last year's gear just to have something to wear. And honestly, if you want to buy some new gear, if you want to buy some new gear, go for it, But our recommendations, if you're looking to save some money and don't mind wearing last year's stuff, then that's probably a memo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I haven't bought any of my hats that I own from them not being on sale.
Yeah.
I have been gifted a few hats, so that's nice, but I have a lot, and I don't know how I'm gonna decide what ones to wear this year.
I'm gonna have to literally have one different day. Oh my goodness, we have people about to race on the scooters across the start line. That's so funny. That's amazing.
We set ourselves up in a grid box and just sprinted.
That was funny. I liked that. Go, man. Yeah, no, that was good. Sidetrack, sorry. So Saturday, your big day. You have qualifying happening.
I'll say Saturday is probably the biggest day. Sunday, obviously, you've got all your races and stuff like that. But Saturday will be your kind of the most stuff is happening.
Definitely, yeah.
Everyone's here at the track. You've got qualifying for multiple categories.
Yeah. You do also still have fan forums that are on Saturday. So on Friday they only interview half the teams, and Saturday they interview the other half, but it tends to be earlier in the morning. So for example, last year they had Red Bull and Ferrari on the Saturday, and then at around 3:30, it was quite later, than they had Danny come out and do an interview too. So Saturday you still have your fan forum to go to in the morning if that's something you're interested in doing, and seeing the other teams, and they'll have the other half presented then and doing interviews as well. But other than that, it is just more of a day for qualifying for all the different categories, as Lara mentioned. And definitely watch qualifying. Qualifying is an amazing experience to watch. It's very entertaining. It can also almost be more entertaining than the race to watch. It's very enjoyable.
Unlike last year.
Unless you were here last year and understand the chaos of Sunday and the need for just one more lap. It was very hectic. It was many red flags to start the season off, but that's side note. Whole different thing. Go check out the race from last year before this year. Have a little idea of what it's like, what the track's like.
If you live in Melbourne, come out to Albert Park.
Definitely go for a little walk around, get your bearings. I mean, it's a little difficult when not everything's set up. They've only kind of started one side, but get your key bearings in place. Understand where you're going to end up being. It is still nice to come and have a stroll around. It is open to the public still up until around March, a bit of February. It is off to the public too.
Stop doing that.
So it is off to the public in the middle of February, the actual kind of more around the track. As
yeah.
Get a bit more bigger. And then in March as well, they'll take a lot of it out.
Yeah, so obviously the Grand Prix itself is at the end of March, so practically by like the second week of March, this will be private property, so to speak. It'll be much more difficult to come and suss it out, but we will try and give you updates
definitely.
as we see
and
more.
Keep an eye out on the Aus GP Instagram and TikTok. They are always posting updates of what's going on around the track and what's being set up. So definitely, if you're interested in seeing the progress of how they're setting up everything, keep an eye out because the admin over there do a fantastic job. And
they do amazing jobs,
And we'll let you know what is happening up and around here.
And also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and on TikTok at Girls in the Paddock and at Girls in the Paddock _ on TikTok. I always forget that. I will put them here and the description but make sure to follow us because we will be the ones keeping you up to date.
Yes.
We will bring you all of the exciting content in the lead up. We will bring you all of the exciting content from the race weekend.
That's going to be exciting. But back to Saturday.
Okay, back to Saturday.
Very fast. Back to Saturday.
Look, at least we're still on topic.
Yeah, we've sort of done like a rundown of everything to expect. Also, as we might have mentioned earlier in some little videos we did, you may see this on like TikTok before you see this, but on the Thursday you can pay to come to a pit lane walk. Last year it was called Access 23. They don't announce it until February what they're going to do. It's usually early Feb, what it's called, what it is, what your opportunities are. So you can kind of bid to do like fast lap races and things like that. Hot lap, that sort of, do your hot laps, you can bid on those, and there is other things to bid on. It is quite pricey. That's more.
It's kind of the thing that
something you're very interested in.
You kind of save your money for. You do it once in a lifetime.
Yeah. So for example, I did Access 23 last year, and I did the pit lane walk, and it was incredible. It was amazing to see the cars that close up and see the garages working and seeing the team, and a lot of the team will come and say hello to you. And, you can have a bit of a chat. So it is nice. It's a great experience. It is on the pricier side. It's around $200. But for this year, it did give you early access to tickets as well. So it's kind of got its benefits. But definitely, if that's something you're interested in, I do recommend at least doing it once. It was an amazing experience to see them with that up close.
100%.
And to walk through the garage, around the garages. So that's something that happens on the Thursday.
Yes. As well as everything that happens, there is events that go on at night too.
Yes,
so there is a stage. There's 2 stages actually, I think.
No? No, they do them on the fan forum stage.
Oh, they do them on the fan forum.
Because the day
ends. Because there's the Red Bull stage and then there's the fan forum stage.
Yeah, so the music's at the fan forum stage afterwards.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was at the Red Bull stage. Because it's on the other side. That's where they've got more space.
Oh, last year it was near the. I need to get it up. I didn't stay for any of the musical acts.
No, neither did I. But I just saw videos. I thought they were over the other side of the track.
Do not quote us.
I will cut this out if I'm wrong.
I think we may both be wrong.
I swear there's 2. I don't know. As you can see, we're so smart. But yes, there's a lot of stuff that happens at night. So if you're not too exhausted from being here at like 6 a.m., do stick around. Melbourne has okay music acts. Really not amazing music acts. Other countries have better acts, but it's still fun to stick around. Grab yourself a drink and whatnot. Yeah. What else? What else happens on Saturday? Not much else. Definitely Sunday is your big day. You're just kind of glued to the track all day.
Yeah.
So obviously that's when everything really happens, the be all and end all of the weekend. There's people riding by on scooters, so it's a little bit distracting.
So I'm trying to find the schedule for last year to kind of give you a rundown of what it was like, because they haven't released the
schedule for this year.
But if you do keep an eye out on the Aus GP website, that's where you will see when the fan forums are, who is on what times. The main stage is where the Melbourne Walk is, so it's sort of main area, you can't really miss it. But if you were interested in knowing who is coming on, keep an eye out on the Aus GP website, and if there are any changes, they tend to post them on their Instagram story.
Yes.
So keep an eye out for that as
well. So definitely keep an eye out. We will be trying to get ourselves some big heads.
Yes. I forgot that they did that last year.
They do massive cardboard cutouts of different drivers' heads. So if you want one of those, I think you have to go to gate 1, don't you?
Yeah.
So you can try and make your way over there, but we'll try and get ourselves some. But Sunday, our best advice for Sunday is bring water, bring snacks. You're not going to want to move from where you're sitting. So much happens. For me last year, when they had the second red flag, I thought, I'll go to the bathroom. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It was not fine. I did not even make it to the bathroom by the time I had to turn around and sprint back because they were already about to restart the race. And then I was in a little corner where Nick and Logan crashed each other out, which was intense.
I'm going to pause you there. There is only one stage.
Oh.
It's just the fan forum.
No, there's another one.
I'm looking on the website and there's no other stage.
No, yes, there is. Hold on, I'm going to pause this.
Well,
back to our regularly scheduled programming.
No, well, there is the fan forum stage, which on the website it has said that's where the music acts are, just to keep in mind, and they will upload a schedule for that too, anyways, on the website.
Yes.
But the fan forum is just where the Melbourne Walk is. Very simple,
easy peasy, simple. It looks different at night. Everything looks different at night.
I was pissed off because she's wrong.
These won't make it into the video if you keep telling me that. I'll just cut you out entirely. It'll just be me.
Fine, I'll just boycott you.
Boycott?
Yeah, boycott you.
I mean, you can do that, but that doesn't benefit you.
It's alright. Back to Sunday. So, that is our main race day. Supercars is finished, all that kind of stuff. It's very just F1. And Sunday's definitely more laid back. You can kind of rock up when you please. If you are in grandstand, I found it easier to come a bit later, not to stress about being there so early, because there isn't a whole lot on at the fan forums. There really isn't much on the Melbourne Walk. It's kind of everyone's in race mode, game mode, ready to go.
Yeah,
so
highly suggest.
Grandstand perspective, I didn't get here till around 9:30, 10.
I think I didn't come until like 8.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
In GA. Really, it's not a huge deal on Sunday about what time you get in. My best advice is come in late.
Yeah.
Come in kind of an hour or two before the start of racing, because there's not a whole lot going on. The drivers are not really stopping on the Melbourne Walk. Like they will, but you know, save yourself the sleep.
Yeah.
If you can. If you do only have a Sunday pass, then you know, do whatever you want. Obviously, we're not.
Yeah, come spend the day having a look around before the race here. Enjoy the park and everything prior, if you do just have a one-day pass for the Sunday, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, from a grandstand perspective, I didn't get here till later. Just I kind of knew I had seats, so I wasn't stressed. But I guess from a general admission point of view, you might want to arrive a little earlier.
Yeah, so you can kind of find yourself a spot. Mind you, though, like as I said, if you bring yourself a towel or a blanket, something like that, lay it out. People are pretty respectful.
Definitely.
Also, you can bring a picnic chair. That is something you are allowed to do. So I do suggest doing that. Bring yourself a picnic chair or a rug or whatever. Put your stuff down, and then you can kind of waltz around freely. Yeah. Go look at the drivers, get some food, get a coffee, stuff like that. So you're not stuck in the one spot all day.
And if you are just coming on the Sunday and are a bit unsure of how the track's layout is and where GA is, the Aus GP do upload a map, and they do have a ton of maps and signs around this everywhere to let you know which areas are for GA
for
to
sure.
go and cruise along. So don't stress too much about where you can be, because
basically,
very simply, it's very straightforward.
You can essentially with GA go anywhere that's not a grandstand.
Pretty much, yeah.
You can even. You can't see any right now, but there are sometimes gaps between the grandstands.
Yes.
They're quite small. Probably can only fit about 3 people in a row, if that.
People will still try.
But that is somewhere that you can.
Definitely.
That's somewhere you're allowed to go. And if you're really not supposed to be somewhere, you'll get told.
So
they're very diligent with checking tickets for the grandstands, so definitely don't try and sneak in, because they will just knock you back.
Yeah. And also on the Sunday, which I just went over my head, is the drivers' parade.
Oh, it is too.
So I just completely forgot about that.
Yes, the drivers' parade.
That is an incredible opportunity if you are someone who didn't do the 4 days and didn't do like the fan forum but want to see the drivers. The drivers' parade is probably your best opportunity to do that. Find a spot and you'll watch them drive along. They drive nice and slow, so you have the opportunity to snap a picture of them, scream out a little bit.
In Melbourne, we're very lucky. They all drive or get driven in their own cars. It's not the same in every country. Sometimes they put them all on one big truck and just chuck them around. But here they do get individual cars, so definitely find yourself a spot and just watch, because it's quite fun to watch. I think I actually missed it last year.
Really? No,
because
it was incredible to watch.
I missed it because of my helicopter flight.
Yes. Oh, that's right. That's another.
Which is something you can totally do. You get to fly over the track. Mind you, you're not allowed to fly when there's any racing on. So they do close the airspace. Also because there are TV helicopters flying.
I think that watching the TV helicopters was one of the more entertaining things for me. Like I would once the cars would go on, you'd see the
yeah.
Wow.
I do believe the big green one belongs to KO.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
So you can see that, but definitely, it's a fun experience to be able to do a flyover. Yeah, you kind of get to see the whole track from above, and it's really, really cool. There are honestly, we can't tell you all of the experiences because there are so many. Yeah. But seriously, Google what to do at the Aus GP.
But even, like we've said 1,000 times, keep an eye out on the Aus GP website.
Absolutely, they will tell you what to do. Let you know. Just follow content creators as well. Definitely. We will link some of our favorite ones about who we've interviewed some people who are very diligent with their work and explain the Aus GP so much better than us.
Yeah, probably have a bit more experience and definitely different experiences in comparison to
absolutely. So definitely go follow other content creators too. Listen to their experiences, take their advice. They'll have other things that maybe we've forgotten.
We do have a couple of interviews with people who have had completely different experiences to us, who have told us about it. So if you are interested, definitely go check those out too.
Definitely go watch our other episodes. Yes. They will all be available on YouTube and Spotify. And I'm trying to figure out how to upload them to the podcast app as well.
Oh, yes. You can probably hear a lot of construction noise behind us.
Yes.
We are setting up the stands that are across from the pit lane, so we're kind of just observing. They actually got seats in, which we've filmed a few clips that will be on TikTok.
Yes,
but they have
it's pretty cool.
Put in a few seats already, which is very exciting. It gets you very hyped up for it. It's not far away.
It's only 2 months away, really.
Yeah, about two and a week. Two
and a bit.
Nothing crazy.
It's and so much is happening between now and then.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll
have our car reveals for the year. Sunday we've nailed down. We have the drivers parade, incredible. I've got some clips from when I started last year that I'll get Lara to put here for you guys, or we might even upload them to TikTok and just do a quick rundown of what 2023 was like.
Years don't exist.
To do that.
2014 was 10 years ago. Just thought you all wanted to know that.
And that's I kind of believe is sort of it. Sunday's pretty laid back. After the race,
walk the track.
But if you do want to see the podium up close, please wait for the safety car to come around.
Oh, please. Before you go jumping on the track. Please do not enter the track before it is safe.
Did come to the Aus GP last year, you're probably well aware that we did actually get in trouble with the FIA. Well, the organisation got
the Australian Grand Prix Corporation got called to the stewards.
Yes,
because people were on track before. No, people got on the track before
the cars were off.
Still, it was they were actually still racing, and people got on the track. And then where I was standing, someone's car had broken down, and it was literally sitting on the other side of the track. Which they tell you not to go near those because there's an electrical current, and they can set on fire.
Yeah.
And we've seen it happen. So please be careful. Please be respectful.
Definitely.
You will get your turn on the track.
Exactly.
You will be in the same place as everybody else.
And
just be patient.
It's so much safer to wait than putting yourself at that risk. So just wait, and it's an amazing opportunity. Again, you'll be running, so get ready to run if you want to get close up. And no matter where you stand, it's still quite a good view.
I climbed the fence last year, so
no, I didn't. I didn't climb it. No, I jumped down at my grandstand.
I climbed the fence up here because I was standing. I was probably standing slightly.
Fence that was bending. I've got videos of that.
Of people So I climbed. I didn't climb very far because I didn't feel like it. But
maybe we'll post 2023 highlights from the GP and each day from each other. We can do both each day's experience because I was going to say I've got the video of everyone leaning on it and I'm going oh my god.
Oh, the guy that's drinking.
I have that video. Yes, I was right there. I was more focused on that than seeing Max up on podium. I was chug it. I don't know what I was drinking. Everyone was
welcome to Australia.
Literally, where we expect you to do a shoey.
You better do a shoey.
But yeah, it's very chaotic.
But yeah, that's really it. We've done a lot of rambling, but
yes,
I hope we were
more of a straight to the point video for you guys.
I hope this was informational, informative.
Yeah.
Words.
Correct one.
We'll figure it out. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed and that you guys are coming. And if you are coming, come say hi.
We'd love to meet you.
We would love to meet you. I know like 3 people watch this.
But if you 3
but if you 3 want to come see us, we would
Mom,
we would
Dad, you're here on the Sunday. If you would like to come see me,
please do.
Bring me my ticket. I'll see you somewhere.
Anyone that sees these clips on TikTok, hi, Georgia, Lara, come see us, come say hi.
And we'd love to ask you some questions.
Yes, we will have our microphone all weekend, so we would love to interview you. If you want to be on our TikTok, then please come see us because we will be interviewing everyone.
Music licensing reimagined.
So, to any of our friends watching this, be prepared.
Yeah,
Alright, well,
we look forward to it.
that's it from us.
In 2 months.
See ya!
Yeah.